Have I got an update for you? Not only are engineers at the top of the Hyperia lift hill, but the crane is now being used. Yes, it's pulling this steel object and kind of putting it into place. And in this video, we're going to discuss all the latest with Hyperia and discuss what this metal object may be. So yeah, we'll start off with the crane. It's been pulled into Thorpe Park, and yeah, it's now dominating the skyline alongside Hyperia there, which is ironic really. You would have thought Hyperia would never really need a crane again since its construction, but yeah, it's now up there, and of course engineers are at the top of the lift hill as well, as you can see in these pictures here. And yeah, the crane is being utilized to pull up what looks like some sort of steel rim. We'll come onto that a bit later, but here you can see the crane with like a box, and that's basically so that engineers can access like the ride's motor, the lift hill motor, and as you can see there, that's exactly what they're doing in that box. But the question is, what is all this crane needed for? Well, as you can see in these pictures, this steel object is being flown across the skyline at Thorpe Park, and yeah, it's very interesting. What is it? Now, from this kind of perspective, it looks like a handrail, but of course, it's not a handrail, and it actually has a lot of technicals, engineering behind it. As you can see here, it's being lifted to the top of Hyperia's lift hill, 236 feet high, and there's a bunch of engineers, not only on the lift hill, but also on like these genie lifts to the side. It just shows how much manpower, how much engineering power that they need for Hyperia. And I thought, what is this? Like, what is it? And I went to the comments straight away, as you do, and there's loads of different rumors circulating on what it could be. So we'll go through a few of them now. Now, I went through some of the comments, and of course, we do have to take these with a pinch of salt. No one knows exactly what's going on, except from the engineers working on it. But this was kind of the most common idea, and someone said it looks like a lifting frame, and it would need to be fitted to allow them to lift whatever is the issue out and replace it. So what I'm kind of getting from this is that it's kind of like a resource or device or whatever you want to call it that allows them to kind of hold something up. I'm not too sure, but that's what I'm from most of these comments getting. So of course no one knows exactly what the issue is, but if these are true, then obviously something heavy is having to be lifted out. Someone else said a temporary strut to hold whatever they're working on above the track before lowering it into place. Makes sense, pretty much what we saw with the other one. So yeah, what I'm getting from this is some sort of lifting device that can basically hold heavy stuff really. But yeah, that pretty much sums up this Hyperia update, hopefully opening this weekend. And yeah, the crane's up, engineers are working on it, and they've got this strut, as someone called it, being fitted into place. But very exciting. Do take these with a pinch of salt. No one knows exactly what's happening, but we sure do know that a crane's there and work is actively taking place on Hyperia. And by the way, if you go to Thorpe Park, you will be able to actually access the Hyperia shop, which is like to the left of Hyperia, or the area, or Fearless Valley, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, you can access the shop now, which is really good, because when I went, I couldn't actually get into the shop, and only like a limited amount of merch was available at the mega store at Thorpe Park. So glad to see that that's there, and yeah, thank you so much for watching this Hyperia update. Just had a maths exam, and first thing I thought of afterwards was to come and record this update. I'll see you in the next one.